Hey guys, this is Fat Lutz from Fat Lutz Gold Blog, and today I'm going to introduce you to a new module of TSM that's coming out in TradeSkillMaster 3. It's called TradeSkillMaster Vendoring, and it does right about what you think it might. Um, I'm gonna just kind of show you the settings and one way I think I could use it, which is the salvage yard. I actually haven't tried this yet because I was building up some crates. I have about 50. Anyway, so let's go look at the options first. Now it has options and module operations that you could make. But anyway, the options are very neat. It has right here the general settings. Just do you want to make it the default tab? And I'm going to make quick sell my default tab for it. I'll show you all the tabs in a moment. Batch size, it's the number of items to sell at a time when quick selling. I assume if it's too large, it might cause errors, which is why it's even a setting. But quick selling is just general rules for quick selling items that you do not have in groups. So there's some boxes here. The first is market value. So this is what you're gonna call market value. Now it defaults to DB market, but I'm gonna say why I chose what I did in a moment. So a max market value is if an item is above this cost, it will not quick sell it. So even if it's not in your groups and it's worth more than 250 gold, it won't quick sell it. Now I use max DB market and DB global market average because it's the max of what's on my server, but also what's on every server. So even if an item is going for the cheap on my server, but really it's worth a lot, I'll get that. But also if it's going for a lot on my server, but not on other servers, then I'll also get that above 250. So I can at least look at the item and say, hey, is this worth something? The destroy value works the same way. Disenchanting, milling, etc. If the destroy value is worth more than 100 gold, then it won't vendor that item. It'll keep it in my bags, and ideally I'll destroy it. And there's also this option to display total money received. Now, in the operations, you could also make vendoring operations. There's a bunch of options. I'm not going to go over them right now. So, there's that. Okay. So, anyway, the way I think it'll be really fun and useful is in the salvage yard. So, again, let's just look at my settings. I set it up so that the market value is the max of DB market and the global market, and I don't want to sell it if it's worth more than 250. It also won't sell if it's in one of my groups. So if it's in a group or it's worth more than 250, it won't automatically vendor it unless it has a vendoring operation assigned to it. And if its destroy value is worth more than 100, it also won't vendor that. Okay. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to open some boxes. I got some ghetto bags from my bank. Frostweave, I know, I'm ashamed to all of you. I'm out here with my 28 slot bag and my 26s. I made it myself, just when I was a little kid. I was actually going through my my bank, and I found bags and bags, and I have, all 7 bank slots filled. I have all the bags on my character. I usually have 2 enchanting bags because I saw all my enchants from this tune. And I went in and I looked at it, and I have bags within bags that I literally can never use. Well, or wouldn't use because they have less slots than my other bags. And I just... what the hell am I thinking? Anyway. So... I'm probably going to skip ahead to the end result, but you see the items building up in my bags. So, you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to go back and forth to the mailbox, and this, that, and the other thing. So, go to the vendor. It's on the quick sell tab. Now, you can choose items not to quick sell. It automatically vendors gray items, so I just made 71 gold. Actually, that's LVI doing that, not TSM. Anyway, so there's all these items. It tells you the potential value which is that value that I put in. And as you can see, none of these items are worth more than 250. So if I hit sell all, it'll sell all of those. Now I'm going to hide soulbound items because I don't want to sell soulbound items, such as item upgrades, these guys. So if I hit sell all, see, there's a little error there. So it caused a little bit, I guess my batch number is too high. That was in settings. So it caused a little bit of a problem there. It kind of paused. Now if I look at all these things, I have a market value here of 702. Now is it really worth 702? I don't know. This same thing, it's transmog, so it's in one of my groups. This one's worth a lot apparently. And as is this one. So the market values are all over 250. Great. So it worked as intended. Here's a silver lined belt, same thing. Surprised that's not in my transmog group. Anyway, so it does exactly what you intend it to. And now you don't have to worry if you sold anything valuable, and you can continue salvaging. Now I have my TSM destroying. I'm an enchanter, so I could do one of those, etc., etc. So actually I have my, if you really want to complete this whole thing, I have my destroying set up. I guess it's under options now. My destroying set up to only pop up if it's above a custom price, which is 40 gold, if the destroy value is more than 40 gold. Which that was, because it nets a bunch of spirit dust. Not spirit dust. Oh my god, what expansion am I in? Anyway, just kind of a cool way to manage this little shuffle and not have to run back and forth to the bank 24/7 to mail off transmog to your alt. I found it really cool. I mean, I'm sure there's other ways you could use this, but to me, I mean, this is just the first one that I thought of that would really just enhance this process. So anyway, I hope you got a quick, cool quick overview of some of the new features of TSM. Again, you open up the window and it says, okay, the potential value for all these things is yada, yada, yada. And you're like, all right, sell all. And again, I get that little error, so I really have to reduce that setting. But there we go. So what I'm left with is items that have potentially some value. Now I'm going to have to go and analyze them and see if I actually want to bother. For example, I look at this item and the global market value is 110. I don't want that. I look at this one. It's on my auction house and the min buyout is 35 gold. And there's 7 auctions up. Gonna pass. So, just things like that. You still have to go through it, but it's kind of good things. Exiled. That's not really good, is it? Anyway, but it's, anyway. Very cool. I hope you enjoyed this video and this little preview into TradeSkillMaster vendoring. If you have some other ideas on what you could possibly use it for, I mean, there's a decent amount of things you can use it for. You use it to buy and sell, which is really cool. But anyway, yeah, feel free to leave that in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video.